Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, like it or not, Internet, it's showtime. Hi guys, how you doing? Friday, Summer Solstice. More Dune. You know, summer, the longest day of the year, hottest planet in the known universe that is human capable. 140, 150 degree Fahrenheit temperatures. I believe the hottest ever recorded on Earth was like 138, something like that. I've been in 113. That's really hot. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Hello. There we are. Alright, I had left this character with a bunch of aluminum baking. I am currently attempting to prepare to construct my ornithopter. What are we looking at over here? Right, the blood purifier is empty. We've got half a circuit up. I don't think there's anything else we need to bake. No. Steel. We don't have any carbon for baking any steel here right now. Try to remember to bring some. Don't think there's anything else I need from here to my other base. Home sweet home. No, I think we're good. Blood bags are empty. Leader johns are full. Let's dump a couple of the leader johns in here. And we'll luxuriate in the water of our Hajra liter and a half john. Come on. There we are. Pretty close to being full, but I can probably grab some more. Aluminium over here. We'll leave ourselves a little space, and I could grab a little bit more, but yeah, it's fine. Your motor run. Just has such a born to be wild vibe. I'd like to thank this person for not blocking off the exit here. We're going to gather some free water. Well, it's going to take a minute. This is not optimal time for gathering, but hey, free is free, you know? I have no idea if stuff like this is a shared resource or instanced. So if this guy comes out and wants to harvest his water, have I stolen his water? I don't know. Was he listening to me and came out deliberately to start some stuff? Evidently not. So we got, what, about 2.5 liters? Something like that. Even though it's not optimal harvesting time. Three and a half. Almost 3.5 liters. One of my basic tenets is if it's nighttime and I'm passing by a patch, even if it's not prime time, if I've got, for whatever reason, I lose traction on that turn. If I've got empty leader drums, I'll start filling them. Do a barrel roll. That's a neat trick. Alright, we're going to catch the paid ornithopter because I don't have one yet. Also, I do have a couple of friends I'm currently in Discord with, so if you hear me talking to someone or you hear someone talking at me, it's just them.
Can I fly you somewhere today?
I want you to fly me somewhere today.
The basement is a pretty big place. I never miss the chance to let's move.
It will be nice to not have to pay every time. Well, I hope your weekend is off to a great start. Hopefully you have a weekend. I used to have to work Sunday through Thursday for a number of years, so if you're working on the weekend, I understand. I feel your pain. I have made 2 of the pieces. 2 or 3 of the pieces. 3 of the pieces, I think. I hear Big Daddy. He's not far away at all. 3 of the pieces, I believe, for the farmer.
This temple of the cult that worships the Shai Halud is crazy.
I have not seen that one yet. Let's see what we can make next. We'll start baking the aluminum ingots we just picked up.
There's a big electrified worm hanging in here.
Alright, let's see where we're at. We have currently made 4. Engine, generator, hull, and chassis. Engine, generator, hull, and chassis. Cockpit. And that leaves us, I think, with just the wings and the storage. Wings, I've got enough bits for. We'll wait the storage for last. All right. So, engine, generator, hull, chassis, and cockpit. 5 and then the wings, is that correct? Those 5. And then the wings and hopefully the storage. So the wings, what we need. Got enough paste, aluminum ingots, water. We need 8 industrial pumps. Oh, interesting. Industrial pumps. I'm not seeing any place we can get the industrial pumps. It must be in... I would assume it's got to be in the area, the western. Shield wall. I need 8 industrial pumps. I am going to check and see if they are available for a price I can afford at the trading post. Whoops. Seems like my power pack is out. What? Okay, it's working. I don't know why it wasn't for a second there. Power. So, while a friend was power leveling me through some higher level areas so I could get some of the materials I needed, I got a couple of higher tier weapons as drops. They're obviously the damaged type, but nobody here for me to murder. I take it back. There is somebody here for me to murder. Oh. Death shot. We'll go ahead and steal their juice, you know, as is tradition. Did I get everything out of there I wanted? Yeah. Sure how much money I'd be willing to spend. Might check with my friend to see if he's got a couple for loan purposes. They gotta be expensive. I can't drive in there, Lens. But I wanna. I can't do it. You won't let me have any fun. I hate you. Yeah, I know. You had a bet.
Still alive? That's too bad. We had a bet going.
Sync chart. Entrepreneur casual gloves. Well, I am quite the entrepreneur. No, they do not have them. That's all I need. I'm going to borrow something from a friend. He has loaned me some stuff. You there, Senator?
Yep.
Can I borrow 8... Oh, what are they? The hydraulic pumps or whatever the wings need.
I think that's another check.
Let me check and see if I can give you what they actually are.
If not, I don't think they're terribly hard to get. I think they're just to the north of us.
Industrial pumps.
Oh, industrial pumps. I think I got plenty of that.
I checked and I didn't see any place with a mouse over that showed them.
No, they're not, but they do come from chests. Yeah, I got 40 industrial pumps, so you're welcome to.
You have how many?
40?
Oh, okay. Then definitely. I will borrow 8. Thank you.
The industrial body drops up there.
Oh, well, maybe I can just kill some people then. I'll try that before I do the other. I'll try to murder some
fly you
people.
somewhere today? Music to my ears. Where do you want to go? The basin is a pretty big place. Most folks try to... Let's try to avoid...
So currently on the chart of things I owe is 62 cobalt juice. Juice. Finally got enough pasta to get a pentashield. Yeah, the pentashield is really nice. I like the implementation where it's just a click and a drag and you can make it basically as big as you want. And the old keyboard, I'm having problems with mine, and it's old as well. Certain keys I seem to double up on, and I know I'm not jittery-handed enough for that to be happening yet. My time will come, but I don't think I'm there just yet. $7 years old? Yeah, I'm not sure how old mine is. It was a gift from my bro. It's an old razor. We will grab some more. Aluminium. As the Brits would say. Right into our second house here. I do recommend holding your houses in the general vicinity of the trade post to allow for getting back and forth is a pretty good idea. get this baking. Another 24. Sure. A little bit of blood. We'll get that into the processor. Drop off some water. And now we're going to go about murdering some people. Don't worry, they're all bad. All right, because I believe in an excess of caution. We're going to be in our armor.
I really hate poison.
I haven't had too much difficulty with it, but then I haven't done a whole lot of the fighting things that use it.
Yeah, the Masquerade are just fucking littered with this shit. Oops, sorry. I forgot we were on.
That's fine. I swear a lot.
That poison was okay, man.
All right, we'll swap over to what I found was a very effective weapon. This tier 5 or 6 sniper rifle that I got for stupid cheap on the auction house. People are fighting over there. I have had some dealings with them before, and some of the mobs in some of these fights in this area can be brutal. I got annihilated previously. Let's see if they've got shields up or not. He didn't. He didn't. You didn't finish him while he was down, you pathetic wretch. Alright, he's dead for good that time. Oh, they died too. That's nice. Poison. Just as my friend was bemoaning poison. Came to my assistance.
It's possible I might be trying to make my landing pad too big.
Can one's pad ever be too big?
The pentashield to connect to the adjacent corner.
Ah, yeah, I suppose that is certainly conceivable.
I just keep saying all corners must be connected to a structure.
And that's
Oh,
not
there's a
even
structure here.
completely true. You can set up basically boxes with no connections. What you do is you lay out the idea where one of the connections would be so that it's transparent and green, but you don't actually place it. You can still hook your pentashield on.
Yeah.
Which area are getting those as drops, Tolly? On the eastern shield wall?
I thought I was.
I think it's up in the eastern and western shield wall. I think those drop, but
Sure, I got some. Oh, shoot, where did they drop?
let me look it up again. You're looking for the pumps.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, actually, those drop. Oh, those drop in the base. So you know whatever the pillar thing that's behind my base, big tall pillar here. So all the bases around that. So like in that, yeah, so Sentinel City, the little mining icon right behind my base right to the west of it.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I
So
browsed
that
and I
area.
must have missed it. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, it's a real like just the stuff around here is the only place that the industrial pumps drop.
Doing on space? No. Wrong button. Right button. Drop off the stuff I'm carrying. Head to that area. Attempt to murder the people we're supposed to be murdering. I mean, none of the people I murdered complained that I wasn't supposed to be murdering them, so I guess they were okay with it. Quicksand, yes, I have not yet died. I have been caught 3 times and almost died the first time to the quicksand. Got out of it really quickly the second time, and the third time almost died to Shai Halud. Do not recommend.
Be right back.
Let us swap back into that for now. Drop the blood off here. Should be able to make some more. Yeah, much more. All right, there we go. That waiting for us. Since those 3 encounters with the quicksand, I have been extremely cautious in staying away from it. I like your edifice, Senator.
Edifice is a
Big ass building.
yes. That it is.
So ever since those encounters with the quicksand, I take the longer road around where the quicksand is. If I'm trying to get to an area where there's carbon, my house is here. I will just drive here and then around the outside of the quicksand areas, because that's how afraid I am of quicksand. All right. Now we are going roughly there. Why is it all the way over there? There, that appears to be where I actually want to go. I may have done some killing in this area before and not gotten any. Hopefully we'll have better luck. No, this is not the place. Ah, yeah, it is. Never mind. It's it. Oh, come on. Why can't you have just a bunch of guys standing around outside? Just waiting to get deleted. Oh. Swap back in to the combat gear. Drink a little water. That one. Another. Not him. You want to take a shot? I knew you wanted to. That's two of them. When they shoot, their shields drop. Oh. Got him too. When they shoot, their shields drop is just what I was saying.
Ah.
So, do you guys' weapons not fire occasionally?
Yep, I've had that problem.
I find that if I unequip it and then re-equip it, it works again.
I find that if I just stop firing or I unpress aim, it'll go back to firing after I'm done, but it's still kind of annoying.
I've had it twice where I think I've definitely had some where like it didn't react when I expected it to, but I've had 2 times where it just didn't work at all. I couldn't swing my swords for a while one time, so the 2 times that happened, I just unequipped it and re-equipped it. That worked again.
There we go. Got one of
So
them.
that can be problematic.
Had where your weapon would just not fire? Yeah, I've had it a couple of times. I'm not sure I've had it outside of the beta. him. Finally! Caught me online, Kimmo. Well, I've been here. Where have you been, young lady? There's 4 industrial pumps. 4 pumps down, 4 to go. Nice to see you again. Doesn't look like there's anything else here, so I have to go further in. Great. Oh. I love this gun so much. Best 1,000 Solaris. Been busy trying to take care of your mental health. Well, you're not gonna have any luck with that here. I think I generally reduce that in people. I hope you're doing better. Hope you're feeling better. I hope you're not here to rub in the fact that you've got some delicious kind of dessert thing and I don't. Came in here to balance it out. There you go. I knew I had a purpose. Not much of a purpose, but, you know, a purpose at least. Anything over here? We need 4 more industrial pumps. Hope I don't die. Really would rather not die. No sweets today? Whew. Missed it. Damn it. Got him. Off to pay your base tax before you forget. That's probably a wise course of action. This is a huge facility.
I'm not sure
Holy
they
crap.
shield the shit in some of these areas.
Oops, somebody's shooting at me. And now they're not. Come on, I need 4 more pumps. Doesn't everyone want me to get my 4 more pumps? Compressors. I need pumps. Heal, 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 heal. more, faster. Come on, 4 more pumps. That's 1 more pump, I think. I'm up to 5. I need 3 more pumps. Gotta take their blood, though. All right, we've filled up our blood sacks. Take their water. Whoop! That's bad. Time to go. Hurry, hurry. Apply that. I've got 5. That was what I was afraid of, is getting into one bad spot and getting myself in trouble. Oh, okay, I'm into... There was somebody else here shooting at me, I think. Killing themselves for my benefit, which is friendly. Yeah, sadly, the lootables have not respawned. So I will take advantage of my friend Fish's offer and nab the other 3 goodies from him. Well, I mean, unless we want to take a look up over here. That was not optimal.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
in 2 minutes. I suppose you've got any of the things I'm looking for, lady. 2 minutes, huh? He should die from poison. Or just getting shot in the head multiple times.
I'm coming for you, scum!
He's coming for me. It's okay, I'm running away from you, scum. Because there's a storm coming, scum.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Alright, I need to be in a sheltered spot. I am unsheltered. I am sheltered. I'm just leading a sheltered existence, that's all there is to it. We will swap back into our more casual clothing. Pardon the purple glowiness. I'm under the effect of spice right now. I will drink some water. But there's a storm coming. And there it is. It's coming in right now over my head.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Got that, thank you. There it is. While I continue to be tripping balls, I do need to correct something that Kimmo said. She said that there were no sweets today, but she's here, so that's not true.
Alright, well, that seemed to work
What a sucker!
for now. Seems the pentashields are a bit buggy. I ended up having to just throw down 3 of them to cover the whole area, so that way I didn't get hit with the storm.
Yeah, the storm.
Protected. Even though there's little tiny gaps between them, it seems to keep it protected. So.
Well, I got 5 of the things I'm looking for, Senator, so I will borrow 3 from you, if that's all right.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
My, if that's a big one you have. You don't have your back door sealed.
No. It's big enough that's not affecting anything, it seems like.
That's a lot of carbon, young man. Your radiation suit's a little worse for wear.
It's taking some hit. This is my current still suit. Looks like something out of Hellraiser.
The inability to search for things with text is problematic.
It should be in that chest.
No, I found it.
Okay.
I split 3 off and then couldn't find the 3 I split off was the problem.
Oh. I would sort alphabetically when I do that.
I see what you mean by, was this the one you were referring to as sort of a Hellraiser look?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Possibly a gimp mask or a combo of the two?
Little bit. Why are you falling through my floor?
I'm not falling through your floor.
You are on mine. You're up to your knees into the floor.
How about now?
Still.
Interesting. And if I just move?
No, you're fine.
Why does your floor have a hole that I can't see?
I don't know.
That I am in.
Alright, it seems to be fixed. Alright, well now I have enough to park both my ornithopters comfortably.
Alright, I've written down what I owe him. 3 industrial pumps. A lovely sound that I, hopefully, shall soon know as well. Of course, yours is awesomer, I have to admit.
I didn't realize that thing was a 4-seater.
And the Scout is a 1?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go ahead and start making more. Take those ones with us.
My poor little scout, so beat up from the weather.
It's a tough little soldier.
The blades are just wires because they're all down to 0. It's pretty funny looking.
So much blood to deposit. Oh, look at that. Oh, God. 18,000 milliliters. 18 liters.
Hey, kid, for just a minute. Then when I come back, I gotta do a canyon run.
Congrats on finishing off your taxes. What are we doing in water? We're not great in water. We're okay in water, though. Anytime now. I'm so close, I can almost taste it. It tastes like victory. My God. Right, this time I did not have trouble with this turn. Pinnacle Trading Post. And back to the Anvil. Boom. And then Ornithopter.
Can I fly you somewhere today?
I want you to fly me
Music
somewhere
to my
today.
ears. The basin is a pretty big place. I never miss the chance to let's move before a storm rolls.
Let's move before a storm rolls in. Good words. Well spoken. Wow. Well chosen and well spoken. And what comes out of my mouth? Well spoken. Or possibly well choken.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. I hope everyone's summer is off to a good start because today is the summer solstice. Happy summer day. Longest day of the year. Although any given Monday always feels like the longest day of the year. Sweet. So we got left, we got a little aluminum ore. And the 8 industrial pumps. And the spicy meatballs go in there. Here. Yep. Here. Yep. A heal kit Mark IV. Okay. That's the first of those I have seen. Not a Mark II, a Mark IV. Yeah, those were significantly tougher mobs than I'm used to seeing. Never even seen a Mark III before. Ornithopter wings. I can make 4, which is exactly the number I need. And then the storage, too. I'm dancing. As close as I get to dancing. So then, with the information, with the goodies you have loaned me, I had barely enough to make 4 wings and the storage.
Nice.
And I believe I'll be able to put the whole thing together in about 2 minutes. Thank you very much for your assistance earlier in getting the diamondine dust and the loans of the cobalt juice and a couple of pumps.
You are most welcome, sir.
And the rides. And the getting me killed by electricity just the once.
Yep. Hey, gotta make it fun.
Yep.
I mean, I needed to get some entertainment out of it, if nothing else.
Understandable. Completely understandable. I don't need another higher tier welding torch. That's everything. We're going to put it together inside because the ornithopter, like the sand bike, it's a trike, can be put in your pocket. Welding torch. I hope Mark III is good enough. Placement blocked. Blocked by the character. Okay, there we go. Ding 73.
Congrats. Catching up.
Right.
Yeah, what are you at? 173?
153, I think. 158. So you're almost halfway to it.
So we have to place this down here. So that, because I think you can only have one vehicle stored in your pocket at a time. I have a pocket full of ornithopter. All right, let's see how I can work to have a parkable location for it here. All right. First thing we do is we move this upstairs. This gets swapped over for that. Yep, that's correct. We move this upstairs to give ourselves more vertical room to build. Let's see. Start upstairs. Curious, do I have enough? Do not have enough what for the penta shield? I do not have enough cobalt paste. I need 19 more cobalt paste. Right. Okay. Right. We can still get to work on this. Check real quick. We are approaching water time, so I'll grab the water that's available right now to fill it up.
Perfect.
Water for nothing. It's so easy. Water for nothing.
All of my water in my first base is completely full.
I had over 100,000 at one point. Well, for quite a few days, actually. And it was full, yeah. All right. My water is now full. In my 4-liter drums. Best way to do this. Muad'Dib! It is Shai Hulud! That's about where he came out when I dropped a thumper down for one of the achievements. Let's see. Is that the one? That's the one. He's popping up again right over there. When I dropped my thumper about where the first one came up, it took him about a minute and a half to show up. I was wondering if I'd done it correctly. Turned out I had. This'll work just fine and dandy-roo. First step done. Helps if you hit the right buttons. Let that be a lesson to you all. It helps if you hit the right buttons. Is that the one I want? No. That's the one I want. All right. So we're going to demolish some stuff. And build here. Go. This will now end up being our ornithopter pad. I do not have all the mats I need just yet. Well, the thing is, if you move, and first of all, here's a warning. Be careful. If you buy one of the things that enlarge your fief, that they cost 15,000 Solaris each. If you accidentally destroy your fief console, you lose that 15,000 thing that you just bought. So be careful about that. Second of all, you can move the sub-fief control thing higher in your base, because when you initially place it, about half of your space is actually below ground. So if you were on a perfectly flat surface, you won't have a cube of space. You'll have half a cube, and then the other half is buried. So if you move your console up, you get more vertical space to build. No, it is not permanent. Well, it's
How
permanent
many
as long as you
industrial
don't.
pumps did you need to make an ornithopter?
I needed 8 of the industrial pumps to make the wings. You also need diamondine dust and something shards. I can't remember. No, so if you apply that, it's called like a spike or something. I can't remember. There's horizontal and vertical ones. I got 15,000 in Solaris and something else. They allow you to expand the size of your sub-fief and increase the amount it costs, I believe. But if you delete the console, that 15,000 and the expansion is gone. Otherwise, it's permanent. It's permanent unless you accidentally make it go away. So my suggestion, don't make it go away. I don't want this here. So this will eventually be the parking spot for the ornithopter. But what I'll need first is about 50 more cobalt. And then I'll turn this into a big pentashield and we'll have a stairwell down. Because right now... Really? There it is. Not a lot of room. I can probably make it a little bigger horizontally, but... I haven't flown it yet. Let's make sure the house is still, it's still water sealed. Yay. Got anything else we need that needs doing? I don't think. Check everything. How are we doing on water? We're near capacity. We definitely need to make a couple more of those. Currently carrying one around with us, but it doesn't have full fuel. I think I made a little aluminum. Oh, no, I didn't. What am I missing? Aluminum ore. I guess I thought I brought aluminum ore with me. I guess it made it all and I picked it all up. All right, I'm confused, but that's hardly news. So now, we want to make the next version of light armor. Sand trout leathers. 5, 8, 12, 15, 19. We've got enough. Silicon blocks. 13, 22, 37, 48, 55, 65. We barely have enough. Ooh, the microflora fiber. 14, 23, 35, 42, 53. We've got enough. Aluminum ingots. I don't think we've got enough. 25, 40, 60, 72, 90. We need 43 more aluminum ingots to make the next tier of armor. Got a lot of intel. Let's go ahead and unlock it. I already unlocked the house Kinjal, but there's no need for me to make it because I looted a dirk and a rapier. Now they're partially damaged and falling apart, but they'll do for now. They do the same damage, etc. The drill shot. Heavy caliber compressors, I only have one of those, so I can't make that. Could make the radiation suit. Native still suit. Might have enough for this. No, again, short on aluminum and on the micro sandwich fabric. But we will want one of those soon enough. Go ahead and unlock that. Gonna need those sooner or later as well. Hurry for those. Battle stuff. That's all okay for now. We've got all the aluminum products unlocked here. Not worried about the coffee. Well, then we've got that many points left. Let's go ahead and open up the Blood Extractor Mark IV, which is the size of a minigun. The large blood sac. And the industrial dew scythe. Insulated fabric, I would need those. Alright, we can't make the death still yet because we have to finish out the storyline. Or, I should say, the 7 trials of Akal. Did we get something else in here? I did get the poison mist. I hadn't looked and seen what that was going to take to make. Poison mist. I can make it. Doesn't tell me what the stats are, however. Blade parts, carbide scraps, spice-infused aluminum dust. A lethally modified version of a slaver weapon. This unique sword contains a series of toxin-releasing nodules along the length of the blade. When struck with enough force, these blades release a burst of poisonous gas passing through a shield. The slaver version's weapon releases sedative gas for capturing. 69.6. 69.6. That's better than double the damage I'm getting from my rapier. So, yeah, we're making that. We've got the mats. That will improve our melee damage by an enormous amount. That wasn't what I wanted to make, god damn it. still have the materials? I do. All right. Made the wrong freaking thing. Sometimes. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Sometimes. Okay, so. Yeah. So we'll deconstruct those, and maybe we'll try to sell that at the auction house. All right. Recycler. House rapier. That's the one we want to destroy. Yes. House dirk. Yes. Once again, I will note how much I hate that the game doesn't have little checkboxes in our inventory so we can protect the items in our inventory so that we don't accidentally deconstruct or salvage them. Wait, I made a couple of medium-sized fuel cells. There they are. I want to keep... I don't know how much they actually use, so we will go ahead. We need more aluminum. Fine. Relatively easy way. It is 100% fueled, and that took about 3/4 of a medium-sized vehicle fuel cell. There we are, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time. I'm airborne. Woohoo! I am airborne. Thank you, Senator.
Woohoo!
The maximum speed on the Scout?
Under when you're running it, maybe like 60 to 70 kilometers an hour. But when you do the free fall, I mean, I've had it up to like 120, 130 at times, but it doesn't stay there for very long.
How do you coast?
So I climb with it as high as I can, and then you just tap your shift key, and that should turn your engine off, and it should go into glide mode.
Gotcha, thank you.
I kind of just discovered that.
I hate bots so much. Yep. Ignore them. Oh yeah. My god, they've screwed up. Twitch has screwed up again. They had it so that the URL name was removed. But because they're Twitch, they can't keep anything running correctly. It'll take a little getting used to. The horizon is hard to see. I've seen people talking about how difficult it was to see the horizon. There's the Atreides installation. Eastern Shield Wall. Let's see, where are we? Oh, we're way over there. So I'm not the best pilot yet. As I've seen people, they can manage to just coast for a very extensively long time. I can see my house from here. That must be my friend Senator's house right there. Mine is that one there.
You just hover in there?
I'm trying to descend, trying to figure out the easiest way to descend.
The control key.
That'll do it, thank you. It's glorious. And I need
Sector weather
more
alert.
aluminum.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Sandstorm coming. Hide your heart. We're doing on water over here. Not bad. Deposit a couple of the leader Johns in there. Give me a sec as I'm going to head over to here. They're now banned. It's in the middle of something. Normally I try to get that immediately.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
A couple of days ago, the URL wasn't showing up. It was getting *** because Twitch had done their goddamn job and made it so that it would delete any of that. Sandstorm coming, so yeah. Stay inside. A little bit dusty, but it took them, like, I don't know, maybe 5 days to notice that Twitch was now automatically nuking the name of the site. But sadly, apparently, they were nuking the name of the site.com instead of just the site. So now they put a space in. And Twitch's half-brained, half-measure no longer works. Count on Twitch. They never fail to fail. I did a little work on my office here. You can see I've got the table, my chair, and their chair. A nice little cozy spot where we can have drinks and talk about the day. The bedroom, well, it still needs some work. It's got a bed, so that's something. Weather over. I can remove. I think I can remove the pentashield here and use it in the other place and use a regular door here, but it is kind of clumsy. For now, we're going to farm some aluminum, because I need more aluminum. Mines needs aluminum. Aluminum. Pretty good amount of it too, like 50 or 60, just for either the armor or the still suit, and I'd like to make both. Well, it's like 160, I guess, something like that. A lot. Pardon the yawn. Old man. Old man. Sent me a friend request, but you don't need to accept. It's up to you. DFA? Is that you? No. That's probably somebody else who, friend of a friend that I've done a little play with. I'm not seeing any. You see, you're just making friends with random people now. That's never going to work out. Of course, I'm a pretty random person, so yeah, maybe that's what you want. I wouldn't trust a random person on the internet. Of course, I wouldn't trust me on the internet either. It is a puzzlement. It's not quite water harvesting time. Getting close. All people are at least pseudo-random. Maybe not random, but at least pseudo-random. There's one back here, and I can grab some water. More water is good. No water? I guess because I grabbed the water here earlier. Not sure how that works. If basically you can't, hit it on like 2 consecutive water cycles, something like that. I wonder if you can have 2 of the control devices. Missed the window for the water? No. I grabbed water from their logical yesterday. The window's coming up. It's getting close to prime time right now. So I don't know if you can't do it multiple game days in a row, I would say. It may take 2 days for the water to regenerate for you. This is working just fine, however. It is considered poor dew harvest time, but not for long. We're heading into the real dew harvest time pretty soon. What I'm doing is grabbing aluminum. I feel parched. Well, let me drink some lens flavored water. Delicious. I taste like old age and despair. Let's deposit our aluminum in the vehicle storage. I want to be careful because there are a lot of unpleasant mobs around here. And at least in one case, I was driving by some people, some NPCs shooting at each other, and one of them shot me and my vehicle stopped, and then they too popped me. I did not enjoy that. Not even a little. Now is the optimal dew harvest time. Dew harvest time if anyone needs it. And I filled up my leader johns.
Good, but I appreciate the heads up.
Mm-hmm. But you've got your machine, man.
I do.
So needless to say, I am far more careful around here than I used to be after that basically instant death. I didn't enjoy that in the least. You know, I've died a few times, not a bunch, but a few. Don't enjoy any of them, but that one I really didn't like. Because the guys who were fighting it out apparently decided, let's stop shooting at each other and shoot at this guy who's just trying to drive by. Give them full credit, they did annihilate me. I do wonder if they can actually, given the nature of the markets, got him. He looked like he was alone there. We'll suck his blood. You know, just a little. Okay, all of it. Got him. Did he have any friends? Don't try this at home, kids. I have a much higher tier weapon that I got very lucky to get for a stupidly low price at the exchange. It's got to be a tier 4, I mean a tier 5 or 6. My previous one was doing like 56 damage, and this does 260, which is better. You have a friend. Doesn't look like it. He died alone in the desert. Sad, really. I mean, I'm fine. I got all of the stuff that was visible. It's half buried. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. But we need aluminium. Rather a lot of it. And we've improved our hand-to-hand weapon a lot. And we've improved our primary ranged weapons a lot. So next up will be the armor. And the stealth suit. And then we'll be ready. For more bad guys. I'm not terrible with the combat, but I am intermittently bad. I can go for to a bunch of mobs, no problem, and then a little while later run into 2 mobs. Same as the other mobs I've been fighting, for whatever reason. A real tough time. It is a very high entropy environment. Screw up. Bad things happen. Hey, Liquid, how you doing tonight? Yo. We've got more stuff to drop off. Let's see. Drop off that there. We'll go over here. Open up the buggy. No, not the buggy. The sand bike. That is a chonky bunch of aluminum. Let's see. Not copper. Aluminum. We can make 65. It'll take a while, but we can make it. Missed a bunch of streams. Looks like you made a bunch of progress. Yeah, this is my second house. Drop that off there. Drop these off. Clear we are. Let me get the blood flowing. The blood must flow. Drop off some of the extra water from my leader Johns. And I'll show you the house. This is the second house. So a couple different architectural styles. The garage with a pentashield. Storage and water storage and blood processing. Crafting up here. And then we've got matching wings. This is going to grow up to be the bedroom, and this will be the office. Eventually, and I just got the newer vehicle about half an hour ago. I'll show you that one. Come on, let me just put it down, please. Come on. Seriously? Guys, seriously? No? There it is. The new item. The new hotness in way of vehicles. My ornithopter. Just finished it with some materials being loaned by Senator. So the buggy is primarily used for mining and stuff. It has a mining laser on the top, and it has big storage. That is the Scout Ornithopter. There are 3 flavors of Ornithopter. There's the Scout, there's the Assault, and there's the Carrier. And they're available, I think, at tiers 4, 5, and 6. So you can get, like, you know, the wings for an Ornithopter can be a higher tier. Then all of my stuff is tier 4. Senator has an Assault Thopter. And his house is bigger than mine, and size matters. I'll show you his house. His house is just a short distance away. Tully's is too. Tully's is located sort of behind me in the hills. I'm low on water. I'll have to remedy that situation very quickly. This little shack is Senator's. Let me really quick hydrate. Lens flavored water. Delicious. Drink a little from my Leader Jones. Go. So he has a really large homestead. Really big. Really, really big. And there is... That's the Assault Thopter, I think. So he must be flying out and about in the Scout.
You know, I am 6 steel short from being able to make a death still so that when I murder people, I can get their water. So I have to go out in the wilderness and murder people to get their water so that I can make 6 more steel.
And steal more of their water. I've got steel if you want. If you need 6. Don't be shy. I got my Thopter done because of loans. Occasionally, the visuals will bug out on that. Over here.
I'm probably going to murder my way into your direction anyway, so I might take 6.
You can pilfer whatever you need from my base as well. I'll be right back.
Mostly because, like an idiot, I left all my blood bags at my old other base.
Can you lose your vehicles? They can be shot down or blown up in the deep desert, which is the PvP content area. They can be destroyed by weather or worms. If there's a storm, your vehicle can take damage and be destroyed. They can't be stolen. But you can give your friends permissions to them. Okay, Tolly, I've got you and Fisher both listed as co-owners now, so you should be able to get anything you need out of my boxes.
Thanks.
So those are the 3 types of vehicles. There's the sand bikes, which are trikes, the ornithopters, the buggies. Oh, there's also the harvester. Out at the very high-endiest of high ends. The sand crawler, which is used for harvesting spice. Yeah. Those are all the highest tier of parts. Mine's a tier 4. Because basically, you kind of have 7 tiers, but I guess it's tier 0 is the makeshift stuff you start with. Then you make copper, iron, steel, aluminum, duralumin, and plastanium. And the crafting is a little bit narrow in that a lot of it is just repeats at higher tiers. You know, you've got a gun, that gun is available in the higher tiers, made out of better materials. Pardon the yawn. Oh. I am going to want to build. Let's see. Wrong button. Right button.
The nice thing is I get to ride my buggy again.
There you go.
It's too fast.
Oh, it's not. It's one of the higher tier ones that are so fast you kind of can't maneuver.
A little bit. And after driving that buggy for 3 days.
All right, we want to move this up. As this will give us more
It does
room.
look cool though. I made it all black.
This will give us more room at the top so that we can create a location for our thopter here too. I'm going to need basically a big open space on top with a pentashield on top so I can just fly in and out. Oh, that's not centered at all. It's got to be centered. You know, it just needs to be centered. That's all. Not quite there. Close. Am I mental about this? Not quite there, but close. And that'll do. I don't want to be too mental about it. I think I needed about 40 aluminum to be able to finish off one of the suits that I want to get made. So I think we're close. And that'll be the armor. And then we can upgrade the still suit later. I'm still showing the visual effects from when I went into the spice haze earlier. Yeah, so here's be able to make the large blood sacks. I need more micro sandwich fabric for those. And insulated fabric. I'm not sure where to get that yet. The blood extractor, EMF generators I can get, the industrial pumps. I know where I can get now. Cobalt paste. Pardon the yawn. Old man. He's just old. And he's a man. All right, we've got 3,000. We actually probably want to keep 3,200 here, so we'll pop off 200. That will allow us a trip to from one trade post to another is 700, 2,500 to either of the major cities, which is Harco Village for the Harkonnen or Arkeen the Atreides. How much did I need for the aluminum Dune metal scout armor? That was 25, 40, 60, 72, 90. I think I had like 50, 54. So I think that's enough. But I'm going to want to be sure. I don't want to have to make another trip. So I'm going to hang around here for a few minutes, going to get some more. Should be good to go, and then we'll make ourselves our new armor. We'll give it a different look, because we have a... I think this is currently in one of the alternate visual sets. Yeah. So I've got this dyed in Atreides colors. This is the combat armor. Atreides swatch. Normally I run around in the still suit. I only switch to the armor when I'm expecting combat. Hey, Tully.
Hey, I don't think I've actually seen your character in game.
Doesn't look like anybody you know at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anybody. He'd be much handsomer, I think, with glasses.
You just get everything running in here.
He's very distinguished. Well, I only have one of the advanced tier of fabs. I needed it for to make filters for the two wind traps I have outside.
Where do you land your ornithopter?
Nowhere yet. I landed it on the roof and then put it away. I will have to build. I need the materials to make two pentashields, one here and one in the other house. You know, build a big bullpen on the roof and then pentashield it.
Nice.
Thank you.
I like your big open garage.
I would have liked it opener, but this was the most I could manage with the sort of the layout of the land. I was kind of hoping it would be flatter all the way across, but it works. But for my third house, when I get there, boy, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Did you grab your steel?
Yes, I only needed 6, so thank you.
You're very welcome. See, all you guys say I never group up. Look at that. I'm helping out a friend. Okay, 152 hours, I think, in all of these. So about 6 days worth. 5 days, 6 days worth of energy cells. check and see how the time is on those wind tracks.
I also have a crazy amount of bodies in the
About
trunk of my bike.
4 more hours. Oh, I assume that's in game, right?
Yeah, there too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Ow. Okay, that was poorly done on my part. So I will set off this much of the area. This big rectangle here. So not the 2 little side wings. Will get made into the landing pad area for the ornithopter. And of course, you know, stairs down, all that good stuff. How many are we at? 60. I'd like to at least hit 60. So a couple more, and then I will fly back home to the other house, and I'll probably call it an evening there. After I make the new set of armor. See, that's the helm that I'm currently not showing. Currently showing... I'm in the still suit right now. Right. So I can choose to have Sardaukar armor, the Dune 2021 still suit, or the Scavenger still suit. This is currently the one I'm actually wearing. I just changed the colors on it, I think. Changed it to the Mala swatch. Blue. It's very nice blue. That's the 2021 Dune one. That's the Scavenger. That's the Sardaukar. And then the color choices. The default, got that sort of reddish. Sunset. The Chom swatch. And the Mala swatch. But we now have Poison Mist, and we can give that a little bit of coloration. I think the Sunset dye. Mala seems mostly to be the handle. Yeah, I like that one. And I currently have the Snub Nose. Oh, that's bright. Mala's not bad. I think the Jones watch for that one. What can I say? I've been playing these MMOs so long, and I am, in fact, kind of a fashion. Shh, don't tell anyone I use that word. Alright, I think we've got... let's double check with make sure we've got everything we wanted to take back with us. Yep. And we want to head back southeast to our house. I do want to know how much fuel I used. Oh, I just filled it. That was foolish. It looked like I had about a third left, so it looked like it used maybe 20% of a medium-sized fuel cell. Going about 60 miles an hour right now. It'll take a while for me to get the hang of the optimal angle to keep the glide sort of holding the same speed.
Oh shit. Wasn't paying
Something
attention, drove into some quicksand.
I don't like the quicksand. I suggest you get
Well,
out.
I might make it out. Let's go. I got a tier 5 buggy full of flower sand. Did not want to lose all that work.
No, I don't think you would want to lose it. Or just die, either.
There was an ornithopter flying over me, and I was like, I wonder if that's anybody. Why am I not moving?
That does sound exactly like what my brain would do. What's the health indicator on your ornithopter? Is that fuel?
On what?
On your ornithopter, the health indicator.
The health indicator.
Oh, apparently that was my health. I don't know why my health was lower.
Because when they shoot you, it seems like it takes away from your health and not.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
didn't
my
see.
health was in my buggy and on my
Yeah.
bike.
I didn't see anyone shooting at me at any time. So I don't know. I don't
My
know.
health bar is showing, and I'm in my buggy right now.
I blame you guys.
Probably. God, I picked a real popular area to set. None of these houses were here when I first moved here. I feel like I'm in Arizona.
Except more moderate temperatures here.
That's a conversation I hear all the time where people are like, God, I remember there were no houses out here.
All right, well, let's make our next tier of armor. Yep, that's still suit, heavy armor, light armor. I think I've got all the bits I need. 18, 30, 50, 65, 90. I need 3 more aluminum ingots. Life. How did I do that? Wait. I'm short 3. I'm cursed. That's what it is. I'm cursed. Do I have any aluminum on me that I can make 3 more out of? Probably not. Which means it's going to wait for tomorrow. Please have enough for 3. Nope. Okay, well, I deserve
Where's the
that.
closest flower stand? Just south.
It moves around with the storms. I found a good one to this. What I tend to do is I just I drive around or I fly around all of the land masses down there in that whatever that map is around the where we built our first bases.
There's a patch that constantly shows up that's right near me.
There'll be a patch that's always close enough to the land that you can farm a good portion of it without going out far enough that it starts setting off the sandworms. So I drive around till I find one that looks like it's really close to land, and then I can usually edge through a lot of that.
All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. Sorry about not being patient enough to get those last 3 pieces of aluminum. I'll probably make those off stream, but I am going to call it here. I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. I am very appreciative. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with more Dune Awakening.
I actually just farmed so much I broke my whatever that sand blaster thing.
I'm still having fun with it. So I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your summer solstice.
Static compactor.
Hopefully you'll see me soon. Take care and ciao for now.